Good afternoon. At approximately 12 a.m. this morning, the Sheriff's Office received about 3 911 calls about an individual who was traveling the wrong way on US 41. One of the callers followed the vehicle that turned into the McDonald's in the Charlotte Harbor area. She thought that maybe the individual had dementia or was suffering from some sort of mental illness, and she had a background in mental health care, so she stood with the individual and began talking to him, at which time he made some statements to her that he was trying to drive to a police station. When asked why he needed the police station, he said that he wanted them to shoot him or he was going to shoot us. He also made statements that he had just killed 3 people. That has not been founded at this time. We have not found where 3 people have been killed. He stated that he was armed and he patted a long rifle that was in the front seat of his car. He told her that it was an AK-47 and that he planned on using it when law enforcement arrived. She kept very calm, and she was able to talk with him and relay information to us so we can tell responding deputies what was going on. As the deputies arrived on scene, he told the lady that she might want to leave now because he didn't want to see her get hurt, and at which time he removed the rifle from the front seat of his car. A deputy began giving him commands, verbal commands, to put down the rifle. Another team of deputies was able to set up with a shield and a less lethal shotgun with beanbag rounds. They got close enough where they felt that they may be able to deploy the beanbag rounds, of which one of the deputies did. He fired 3 beanbag rounds. We know it looks like at least 2 of the beanbag rounds had struck him, but it did not incapacitate him. At that time, he began to raise the rifle toward their direction and slide the bolt. Another deputy from another angle saw this, and he fired his weapon 4 times, striking and killing the individual. The deceased was identified as 72-year-old white male George Smith out of Arcadia. We cannot find where we have had any contact with this individual here in Charlotte County. We don't know what his motives exactly were, other than it was looking that he wanted to get into a firefight with law enforcement. The investigation is still ongoing at this time. The Major Crimes Unit is working along with the State's Attorney's Office, who we contacted immediately and responded to the scene to assist in the investigation. There were approximately 10 deputies who responded to the scene at the time of the incident. This was close to shift change, so there was many deputies, luckily, that were in the area. It took them about 2 minutes to get on scene, and everything happened very quickly from that point on. After the shots were fired, the deputies did attempt life-saving measures immediately. EMS was called to the scene, and they transferred him to Bayfront Port Charlotte, where he succumbed to his injuries. As I stated, the investigation is still ongoing. The 2 deputies, the one who fired the less lethal and the one who fired the lethal shots, will be put on administrative leave per our protocol pending the outcome of the investigation. They are doing well. And we are not going to release their names at this time. We're going to make sure not only their physical well-being is okay, but their mental well-being is okay before their names are plastered all over the news. So with that, as soon as we have more information, Katie will release it. I believe she has a press release for you along with Mr. Smith's photo, and I believe we're going to be releasing the 911 call as well. So with that, thank you very much.